If you are interested in the real story behind Hollywood's tough guys, Lee Marvin's name stands out, but there's much more beneath his rugged exterior. Beyond his iconic roles, Marvin's journey included serving in World War II as a Marine, which shaped his tough image and discipline. When he won his Oscar, he didn't celebrate loudly, but quietly acknowledged the honor, reflecting his reserved personality. His acting style often involved physicality and intense expressions, yet he was known to prefer simple, uncomplicated living off-screen. Marvin was also deeply committed to his craft, often rejecting overly flashy roles to focus on authentic characters. Behind his stern look was a man who faced many personal struggles, including health issues and career setbacks, yet he persisted with determination. His influence extended beyond movies, inspiring future actors who admired his raw energy and truthful performances. Despite his rough exterior, Marvin had a soft side he rarely showed publicly, and those close to him knew him as a loyal and caring person. Throughout his career, he maintained a sense of humility that kept him grounded despite fame. His legacy in Hollywood remains alive, partly because of his unique approach to acting, and partly because of the stories that many haven't yet uncovered. Starting with his early life and childhood, Lee Marvin was born on February 24, 1924. Under the birth name Lamont Waltman Marvin Jr., his father was a veteran who served in World War I, and his mother was a fashion designer. Growing up in New York City, Marvin faced certain challenges from a young age. As a child, he struggled with ADHD and dyslexia, which made school a difficult environment for him. Despite these difficulties, he found joy in other activities, such as hunting in the Everglades. His early experiences shaped his character and perseverance, which later contributed to his success as an actor. Marvin's childhood was marked by these hurdles, yet he managed to find moments of happiness and adventure that stayed with him throughout his life. His upbringing in a busy city and his experiences with learning difficulties gave him a unique perspective, helping him develop resilience and strength. These formative years laid the foundation for his later career, where his tough exterior and commanding presence would become his trademarks. Growing up with a father who was a war veteran perhaps also influenced his disciplined attitude and determination. Despite the hardships he faced with schoolwork, Marvin's love of outdoor activities like hunting remained a significant part of his childhood memories. His early life was a mixture of struggles and moments of joy, which ultimately helped shape the man and actor he would become. Initially, Lee Marvin attended various schools during his youth, including Manumet School, which was known for its unconventional approach to education, and Peak Skill Military Academy, a school focused on discipline and physical training. However, throughout his school years, Marvin often found himself in trouble. He was expelled from several schools due to his rebellious behavior, which included smoking and getting into fights. Despite these difficulties in his early education, Marvin's life took a significant turn when World War II began. The outbreak of the war had a profound impact on him, inspiring a desire to serve his country. In 1942, he made the decision to enlist in the United States Marine Corps. This choice was not supported by his father, who was opposed to Marvin joining the military. Nevertheless, Marvin enlisted regardless of his father's objections, demonstrating his determination and sense of responsibility. His time in the Marine Corps would later influence his acting career, giving him a rugged, tough persona that he would be known for. His enlistment marked a new chapter in his life, shifting from a troubled student to a dedicated serviceman, and he developed a sense of discipline and resilience during his military service. Marvin's military background and the experiences he gained during the war contributed greatly to his later success as an actor, helping him portray many tough and complex characters on the screen. Furthermore, Lee Marvin's military service shaped much of his life and character. He served as a scout sniper in the Pacific Theater during World War II, a role that required great skill, patience, and bravery. While he was in this position, he took part in several important battles that tested his courage and resilience. Among these battles were Anat-Tok and Sianan, which were significant in the Pacific conflict. During the Battle of Saipan, one of the most intense battles in the Pacific, Marvin was hit by machine gun fire, and the injury was severe. This injury left him with lasting physical scars, and took him out of action for over a year as he recovered from his wounds. Despite the pain and long recovery, Marvin's bravery was recognized, and he was awarded the Purple Heart, a medal given to soldiers who are wounded in battle. His experience in combat and his willingness to endure hardship earned him respect and shaped his personality. The scars from his injuries and his memories of those battles stayed with him, influencing his later work as an actor, where he often brought a tough, resilient presence to his roles. His service demonstrated his deep sense of duty and courage, qualities that stayed with him throughout his life. His time in the military was a defining part of his story, showing his strength in both physical and mental challenges. After serving in the Marines during World War II, Lee Marvin received multiple military honors for his bravery and service. Besides the Purple Heart, which recognized his suffering from a wound sustained in combat, Marvin was awarded the Presidential Unit Citation. This honor was given to his unit for extraordinary heroism and collective bravery during their military operations. He also earned the Asiatic Pacific Campaign Medal, which signified his participation in battles across the Pacific Theater. Marvin openly credited his time in the Marines with shaping much of his later life, including his acting career. He believed that the discipline, resilience, and toughness he developed in the military helped him succeed in Hollywood. Marvin often said that pretending to be tough in movies became easier because he had already faced real dangers and hardship during the war. His military experience added depth and authenticity to his portrayals of tough characters on screen. These honors and his wartime experiences became a vital part of his identity, influencing both his attitude and his acting style. Marvin's military service demonstrated his bravery and commitment, and the medals he received symbolized his sacrifices. His time in the Marines left a lasting impression, shaping his personality and career in ways that extended beyond his war years. After the war, Lee Marvin began working as a plumber's assistant, living a humble life, and preparing himself for a different future. One day, he received an unexpected opportunity that changed his life. An actor fell ill just before a performance, and Marvin was asked to step into the role. Despite having no formal acting experience at that time, Marvin accepted the challenge. His performance impressed many, and this moment sparked his interest in acting. Realizing he might have a talent for the craft, Marvin decided to pursue it further. He moved to New York City to study acting, eager to develop his skills. Thanks to the GI Bill, which provided financial support for returning veterans, Marvin was able to fund his education at the American Theater Wing, a well-known acting school. There, he learned the fundamentals of acting, improving his craft through lessons and stage work. This training gave him confidence and a new direction for his life, helping him transition from a working-class background to a potential career in the entertainment industry. The experience of stepping onto the stage and studying seriously marked the beginning of Marvin's journey into movies and television, where he would later become known for his tough, memorable characters. Throughout this period, Marvin's dedication to learning and his willingness to accept unexpected opportunities played key roles in shaping his future as an actor. Since beginning his career, Lee Marvin first took on uncredited roles in various productions, gradually gaining experience and honing his craft. His early work in the entertainment industry was characterized by small parts that did not credit his name, but allowed him to develop his acting skills and establish himself in the field. Eventually, Marvin transitioned from these minor roles to more prominent stage performances, which marked a significant step in his career. One of his notable stage performances was in the play Billy Budd in 1949, where he showcased his talent to live audiences and proved his capability as a serious actor. His stage career helped him gain recognition and open doors for future opportunities. In 1951, Marvin made his debut in the film industry with the American war comedy, You're in the Navy Now. In this film, he starred alongside well-known actors such as Jack Warden and Charles Bronson, giving him exposure to a broader audience and establishing himself as a film actor. His debut was a notable milestone that laid the groundwork for his future success in Hollywood. Although his early film roles were modest, they served as valuable stepping stones that helped him build a reputation in the industry and lead to more significant roles later in his career. Marvin's dedication to acting and his willingness to start with small parts ultimately contributed to his rise as a respected and influential actor in American cinema. After serving in the military, Lee Marvin was often cast in roles that reflected his background, such as men in uniform or authoritative figures. His tough, rugged appearance made him a natural choice for these parts, and he often played soldiers, cops, or villains in many films. This typecasting limited his roles early in his acting career, but also helped him gain recognition for his strong presence and commanding voice. However, Marvin's big breakthrough came with his role as Vince Stone in the 1953 film The Big Heat, a film noir crime story. In this movie, he played the role of a ruthless villain, and his performance was highly praised by critics. This role showed a different side of him, breaking away from the usual parts he was cast in. His powerful portrayal of Vince Stone helped him stand out from other actors and opened the door for more diverse acting opportunities. From this point, Marvin's career began to grow, and he became known not just for his tough image, but also for his ability to portray complex characters. His success in The Big Heat marked a turning point, taking him from being typecast to a respected actor who could handle a variety of roles with skill and intensity. Marvin's journey shows how a strong performance in a key role can change an actor's career and lead to greater success in Hollywood. Since his early days in Hollywood, Lee Marvin made a strong impression with his distinctive voice and commanding presence. His major role in the 1953 film The Wild One was a pivotal point in his career. In the movie, he played Chino, the leader of a motorcycle gang that causes chaos in a small town. This role was important because it showed Marvin's ability to portray tough, complex characters. Acting alongside Marlon Brando, Marvin helped make the film a classic and gained recognition for his performance. During the 1950s, Marvin's career grew rapidly. He became known for playing characters who were not simple or straightforward. Instead, he brought depth and layers to his roles. He appeared in movies like Violent Saturday, where he played gritty, intense characters that made audiences feel both fear and empathy. In addition, he co-starred with famous singer and actor Frank Sinatra in the film Not as a Stranger. This film showed Marvin's versatility and ability to work with big stars. Throughout the 1950s, his reputation as an actor who could handle complex roles grew stronger, helping him stand out in Hollywood. His performances in these movies helped build the foundation for a long and successful career in film. After gaining recognition, Lee Marvin stepped into his first leading role in the television series M Squad, where he played Frank Bollinger, a tough Chicago police officer. This role helped make him a well-known face in many households, and showcased his ability to portray strong, no-nonsense characters. Later, Marvin proved his versatility as an actor when he starred in the 1965 comedic western Cat Ballou. In the film, he played two very different characters: Kid Chelline, a humorous and somewhat clumsy drunkard gunslinger, and Tim Strawn, a villainous and cold-hearted outlaw. His double role allowed him to display a wide acting range, moving from comedy to drama with ease. The film became famous for Marvin's comic performance as Kid Chelline, highlighting his talent in blending humor with traditional Western themes. His portrayal of both characters was a highlight of his career because it showed he could handle different styles of acting within the same movie. Marvin's ability to switch from serious to funny roles made him a memorable and respected actor in Hollywood. His work in Cat Ballou remains one of his most recognizable performances, demonstrating his skill at bringing humor and depth to his characters. Throughout his career, Marvin continued to take on challenging roles, but his work in M Squad and Cat Ballou helped cement his status as a talented artist. His performances in these roles left a lasting impression on audiences and helped build his legacy as one of the great actors of his time. After his performance in Cat Ballou, Lee Marvin gained widespread recognition for his talent and rugged presence on screen. His dual roles in the film showcased his ability to play contrasting characters, which earned him an Oscar for Best Actor. In his acceptance speech, he humorously dedicated his award in part to a horse, reflecting his down-to-earth personality and sense of humor. This victory marked a significant moment in his career, opening the door for more prominent roles in Hollywood. Following his success in Cat Ballou, Marvin starred in several major films that further established his reputation. He appeared in The Professionals in 1966, where his tough persona fit perfectly into the Western setting, earning praise from critics and audiences alike. A year later, he starred in Point Blank, a gritty crime film that showcased his depth as an actor and his ability to handle complex characters. Marvin's career after winning the Oscar was marked by steady work in memorable movies that highlighted his strong screen presence, making him a respected and well-known figure in the film industry. His performances during this period helped solidify his legacy as one of Hollywood's leading tough guys. During the 1970s, Lee Marvin expanded his acting career by exploring a variety of film genres, showing his versatility as an actor. He took on roles in westerns such as Monty Walsh, where he portrayed a rugged cowboy, and in more intense dramas like Prime Cut, which showcased his ability to handle complex characters. He also appeared in The Iceman Cometh, further demonstrating his talent in serious dramatic roles. Throughout this decade, Marvin continued to develop his reputation as a strong, dependable actor who could adapt to different styles of filmmaking. Despite his rising fame, Marvin was known for valuing his privacy highly. Unlike many actors who sought constant attention, he preferred spending time with crew members and those behind the scenes rather than mingling with fellow stars. He kept a small circle of close friends within the industry, emphasizing that his personal life was private and handled with care. This attitude helped him maintain a sense of normalcy amid his Hollywood success, and allowed him to focus on his craft without the distraction of celebrity culture. Marvin's private nature and dedication to acting made him a respected figure both on and off the screen during the 1970s. His ability to choose diverse roles while keeping his personal life out of the public eye set him apart as a dedicated and reserved individual in the entertainment world. Marvin's first marriage to Betty Eveling lasted 15 years, and during this time, they had 4 children together. The couple experienced many ups and downs, but ultimately they divorced in 1967. Following this divorce, Marvin became involved in a highly publicized relationship with actress Michelle Triola. Their relationship garnered significant media attention, partly due to its tumultuous nature. This situation led to a legal battle that became famous as the Palimony lawsuit. In this case, Triola sought financial support from Marvin after their romantic relationship ended, claiming she deserved compensation similar to what a spouse would receive through alimony. The lawsuit highlighted the complexities of relationships that do not result in marriage, and raised questions about the rights of partners in long-term, non-marital relationships. This case marked a notable moment in legal history, influencing discussions about the rights of individuals who cohabit without formal marriage. The outcome of the lawsuit had an impact on how future relationships were legally viewed regarding support and partnership rights. After a legal battle concerning his estate and financial matters, Lee Marvin's case ended with the court awarding Triola $114,000 to cover her rehabilitation expenses. However, the court declined her claim to receive half of Marvin's earnings, citing the absence of a non-marital contract that would support such a claim. This decision reflected the legal understanding that, without a formal agreement or contract, earnings accrued during a marriage are generally considered marital property, but in cases lacking specific arrangements, the courts may not grant claims on earnings alone. Meanwhile, Lee Marvin's personal life saw stability and love as he married his childhood sweetheart, Pamela Feely, in 1970. Their marriage lasted until Marvin's death in 1987, demonstrating a long-standing relationship rooted in their shared history. Throughout his career, Marvin was known for his rugged persona and commanding presence on screen, but behind the scenes, his life was marked by this enduring marriage that lasted nearly 2 decades. His relationship with Feely remained a significant part of his personal story, and their life together was characterized by loyalty and commitment. The court's outcome and his marriage both highlight different aspects of Marvin's life, revealing the complexities of legal and personal commitments he navigated. After establishing a strong presence in Hollywood with a rugged and commanding acting style, Lee Marvin's later career included roles in notable films such as Death Hunt in 1981, where he played a tough and relentless mountain man, and Gorky Park in 1983, where he portrayed a stern police officer. However, during the 1980s, his star power gradually declined, and he appeared less frequently on the big screen. Despite this decrease in fame, Marvin remained proud of his roots and his service in the Marine Corps. He often spoke about his military experience as the most important part of his life. This pride was reflected even in his final resting place, as his headstone at Arlington National Cemetery signifies his lifelong dedication to the Marines. Marvin's military legacy was so meaningful to him that he chose to emphasize it above his Hollywood success, demonstrating that his time in the Marines was a vital part of his identity. His career may have shifted and dwindled over time, but his respect for his service and his desire to be remembered as a Marine remained steadfast. This deep connection to his military past continued to define him, even after he finished his acting career. Marvin's dedication to his service and his humility about his fame set him apart, cementing his legacy both on screen and in his military history. Lee Marvin faced many personal challenges throughout his life, especially with alcoholism. His struggle with drinking was a constant battle that sometimes impacted his work on set. For example, during the filming of the movie The Dirty Dozen, his condition was notably affected, which made filming more difficult. Despite these struggles, Marvin managed to deliver memorable performances that have left a lasting impact on Audiences, his talent, and toughness on screen often hid his internal battles, but those close to him knew about his fight with alcohol. As he grew older, his health issues became more serious. On August 29, 1987, Lee Marvin passed away at the age of 63. His death was caused by a heart attack, which followed episodes of respiratory distress. These health problems were partly related to an intestinal rupture he suffered earlier. His passing marked the end of a notable career filled with tough guy roles and a resilient spirit that struggled with personal demons. Despite his difficulties, Marvin is remembered as one of Hollywood's iconic actors, known for his gritty voice and commanding presence. His life story includes moments of hardship and perseverance, making him a complex figure in film history. His battles with addiction and health issues remind us that even those who appear strong and confident can face significant struggles internally. Marvin's legacy continues through the diverse roles he played and the mark he left on the acting world. After exploring the story of Lee Marvin, it becomes clear that he was much more than just a tough actor on screen. His past as a Marine in World War II gave him strength and discipline that would shape both his life and his acting style. Though he often played characters with a rough appearance, Marvin was a man of simple tastes who preferred quiet living and focused on his work rather than fame. His reserved personality showed in the way he accepted awards with humility and avoided boasting. Marvin was dedicated to playing honest, authentic roles, always seeking to bring truth and emotion to his performances. Behind the stern look and intense expressions was a person who faced many challenges, including health problems and setbacks in his career. But he pushed forward with grit and persistence. His influence on Hollywood and future actors is still felt today, as they admire his raw energy and genuine style. Despite his rough exterior, Marvin had a gentle side and was known for his loyalty and kindness by those close to him. His humility and commitment to his craft kept him grounded, and his legacy continues through the stories and performances that reveal a man who was more than just Hollywood's tough